Okay, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We are flying from IAH to DFW today in the Delta A350. I literally just downloaded the update. I was trying out Sim Update 2 yesterday, but I was seeing some crashes with it. So I shifted back to SU1 and then did a couple of flights with Phoenix. Seems like everything is working correctly. The only thing is in SU2 there are still some issues with the Phoenix A320 319. By the way, our wings are clipping here with this 777, but that's fine. I'm also using Beyond ATC today, so we will see how stable things are in the latest sim update. And obviously the A350 also just got updated, I guess, yesterday, so that's fully updated as well. So yeah, just going to see how the performance is looking like. By the way, if you guys are curious about what kind of performance I'm getting, that's on the left top corner. On the left side, most of you are aware, but left side are the base frames and the right side is after applying lossless. So yeah, I have a sim brief flight plan already put in, so we are pretty much good to go to start prepping the aircraft. External power is connected, so let's start doing the overhead flows here and then we'll get going from there. IRS is to nav, crew supply, oxygen on. We'll not turn on the fuel pumps until the fuel is filled in. I'm not going to do a full GSX load because what I'm trying to do today is just some short flight to practice landing on the A350, and I think IAH to DFW is short enough. Both of them, well, IAH is an add-on and DFW is handcrafted, so it'll be nice. What now? So let's clear this info, close, and then let's start working through this here. So first thing we do is flight ops status. Import the sim brief flight plan and verify that everything is correct. It is. Go to ground. I have enabled GSX integration here, but we are not doing GSX boarding, so I'll just go to the load sheet, sim brief import, and then we'll directly just set our ZFW. So it did not set all of my passengers, so I'm thinking why that is the case. And then we'll set fuel. Let's see if the fuel is set correctly. Yes, it is. 12943 plus 12943, that should be 25886. Not sure why our passengers are not fully setting up. Let's see, maybe I can import again and then set and see if that works. Nope, that didn't work either. So yeah, this stream is not going to be perfect in any way, but we are just trying out these two new updates, one for the airplane and the other one for the sim itself. Let's see, what do we do here? So can I manually fill in this thing here? No, I cannot. Only thing I can do is set ZFW, and that should have populated my passengers, 324 out of 324, but it's not doing that. Let me try re-importing here and then also re-importing here, ZFW and fuel updated, and then set ZFW. Nope. Okay, anyway, let's see how this goes. It shouldn't change a whole lot for us, but let's start with, I guess, init here, and then let's request the company flight plan. By the way, look at that. British Airways, Turkish Airlines. Let's see how much traffic there is here. We are getting decent performance. Looks like there is some traffic. I'm running traffic setting of 5, by the way, so it's not full traffic, but there's something. But for 5, I guess these are a lot of aircrafts. I think that's good enough traffic to feel like you're just not alone in the sim. So yeah, and for some reason the jetways are also not working. I need to figure out why that's the case for this scenery. And we're getting somewhere around 70 to 80 FPS here, which is not bad at all. You know what, actually I am going to ask for the clearance here. Let's see, IAH clearance is 128.1. Houston clearance, Delta 764 Heavy requesting IFR to DFW.
Delta 764 Heavy, Houston clearance, cleared to Dallas Fort Worth Airport. Beltway 7 departure, cried transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 127.125. Squawk 3052.
Okay, clear to Dallas Fort Worth Airport, BLTWY7 departure, cried transition, and then as filed, maintain 4000, departure frequency 127.125 and squawk 3052 for Delta 764 Heavy.
Delta 764 Heavy, reback correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push and start. Thank you. Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, so I guess that is good. Let's insert. Jake in chat is asking how many default models in 2024 traffic. I don't know what that question means. I'm running beyond ATC traffic right now with the FSL-TL models. Let me know what you exactly mean if that didn't answer your questions. And the setting, traffic setting in beyond ATC
United
is all 555.
Hold position for company traffic.
Hold
Okay,
position,
so
United 1522.
company win request, and then we'll put
United
in the wins as well.
1522, continue taxi.
Departure is going to be 15
Continue
left,
taxi,
15 right.
United 1522.
United 429, gate Charlie 31, request
We're gonna
pushback and
request
engine start.
15 left, and then BLTW7 transition
United
is cried.
2469, continue taxi.
That's good. So we're gonna
Continue taxi,
take
United
off.
2469.
And then let me reduce the volume of
United 429,
beyond
Houston
ATC
ground, pushback
a
approved.
tad bit.
Face east.
Actually, let me reduce it from the settings
Pushback
here
approved.
because
Face
it's
east.
kinda
United
loud.
429.
hopefully my volume and the sim volume and everything is fine for you guys. Hopefully. Jake says, oh, got it. I thought AI traffic was default in 2024. Haven't switched from 2020 yet. Didn't realize you were using third party. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is not default AI traffic. This is beyond ATC plus FSLTL. Actually, you know what? I forgot to change the name here from. Should add beyond ATC in the stream name as well. Let me do that real quick with beyond. With full ATC. Okay. Let's continue. So 15 left, and at DFW, let me open up my flight plan real quick. By the way, if you have any questions about the setup or anything, or if you just want to discuss something, leave it in the comments. It's much more fun when the stream is active with people asking questions and stuff. So 18 right is where we are landing, and then approach is going to be obviously ILS, and then star is BD3, and then transition will be Cried. Okay, so just one waypoint in our flight plan, which is Cried, and then it's all just SID and star. Okay, so the route is complete. Now we'll go back to init and then go to fuel and load. ZFW we can just enter and that should fill it up. So let's match that. Our ZFW is 355.0, and then here it's 355.0 as well. So I guess we are good, even though it doesn't actually show that we have 324 passengers. It is somehow detecting that it has 324 passengers, so I think it's fine. CG again, we'll enter and verify 28.8 and 28.8 here as well. Okay, and then block fuel. This is one thing that we definitely need to verify. 25.9. 25.9. Okay. And passenger number, I'm just gonna enter 324 here because that's actually what we are carrying. Clear info, and then takeoff performance is the only thing that's now left.
United 1216, contact Houston Tower.
Let's put the altitude to 4000 and our QNH today. By the way, there is no way to really get the weather on this thing. The only way I can think of to get weather is to open up the Navgraph charts window and then finding the weather that way. I can do that real quick. It would be good to have.
United 2469, contact Houston Tower 127.3.
It'd be good to have a weather pull inside the aircraft itself, just like Phoenix has it. Let's see how to find weather here. There you go. This thing is so small. Okay, there we go. So 2976 is our altimeter. We could have just asked beyond ATC, but whatever. Now the problem is, how do I close this? Okay, there you go. 2976. So yeah, there's still some issues with window sizing and stuff when you open up these windows. Go to arc view here and let's also turn on APU now that everyone is loaded, and then fuel is loaded, so we can turn on all the fuel pumps, emergency lights. We went through all of that already, and the only thing left now is takeoff performance calc. Let's sync FMS here. IAH already detected the runway length for 15 left, and then we'll sync the weather as well. Oh, I could have gotten weather from here.
Contact Houston Tower 127.3.
Compute and then send to FMS. And let's confirm that. So 145, 148, 152, flaps 1, and trim should have been automatically set once we start our engines and get some hydraulic power. Okay, let's get into our map here, and let's also set our correct squawk code and stuff. Okay, it does hang a little bit when the airport map is loading in. Okay, now it loaded in, so it should be free, and we're going to be squawking. Actually, you know what, let me pull it here because I'll have to go to the other.
United 819 Heavy, Houston ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
3052 was our squawk that I had written down. 3052. and then we're gonna go enter, and then we'll go auto here, and then TARA, just so that we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Air Shuttle 6329.
Let's stay on performance actually, because that will help us. And then let's zoom in here.
Houston ground, pushback and engine start approved.
Looks like we will have to.
Pushback approved. Face south, Air Shuttle 6329.
Actually, you know what? Let me just stay outside on this view and open up the chart here. That'll be easier. So let's select KIAH, airport, and taxi routes. There you go.
United 2236, runway 15 left taxi via November Golf, November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
So before we ask for taxi clearance, I would like to check where we would actually be going. So I think what will happen is we'll go November Bravo, November Echo, and then Whiskey Whiskey, which is the clearance that they got anyway. Okay. So I'll keep this open. We are somewhere here.
349, Houston ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Just waiting for the Houston ground, Delta 764 heavy, ready for push and start. Okay, so APU is now available. Let's go APU bleed on. Let's disconnect our external power and then go to ground.
United 819 heavy, runway 15 left taxi via apron, Romeo
And
Bravo,
remove the
Whiskey Bravo,
GPU.
Whiskey Whiskey.
That's the only method that I've found works for removing GPU. Let's close all doors as well. This guy is taxiing out as well.
Delta 764 heavy, Houston ground, hold position for traffic.
Holding position for traffic, Delta 764 heavy. Let's remove the chokes, doors are closed. Still waiting on the GPU to be taken away, I think. Yeah, there's the truck to take the GPU away.
Runway 15 left taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
So that's who we were waiting for.
Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, Air Shuttle 6329.
I do see that the performance is a little bit lower on Sim Update 2 beta compared to Sim Update 1. But I really wanted to test it with something that natively works, which is, this is the only airplane. Alright, GPU is, I hope, disconnected. I really don't know how to disconnect GPU if it doesn't take it away from here, because I don't see it physically connected, so I'm hoping that it is disconnected.
United 2236, contact Houston Tower 127.3. Over to Tower 127.3, United 2236.
Yeah, we need to still wait for this guy to leave. Okay, he just called in for taxi. This is really neat. I really like flying with Beyond ATC.
Runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Honestly, I feel like it's better than VATSIM, because VATSIM you may or may not have controllers. Here it's like fully populated. So I really like that. I think now if it detects that it needs to give me the clearance, that'll be really neat.
Face north.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north, United 2170.
Delta 764
It's gonna be nose
heavy,
right.
Houston ground. Pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west for Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, faced west, facing west.
United 1972 Heavy, gate Charlie 41,
And
request
then
pushback and engine start.
let's get rid of parking brakes. That
Air
should
Shuttle
start our
6329.
pushback.
Contact Houston Tower 127.3. Have a good
Let's
one.
start engine 2. Hopefully that starts our
Contact
pushback.
Tower 127.3. Air Shuttle 6329. Have a good one.
Or is it waiting for something?
United 1972 Heavy, Houston ground.
Okay.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south. United 1972
Parking
Heavy.
brakes are set. What else does it want? Maybe oh god, okay, never mind. I was too quick in starting the engine, maybe that's why. Okay, I'll turn it off. This menu is a little bit laggy
United 2170, request taxi.
compared to... Wait, what?
United
Disappeared.
819 Heavy. Contact Houston
Dang it.
Tower 127.3.
Did GSX just crash?
Contact Tower 127.3, United 819 Heavy.
Let's re-enable it and
United
see.
2170. Runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo. November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Yeah, I think GSX just crashed.
Runway 15 left taxi
Anyway,
via November Bravo.
they'll have to
November
prep
Echo,
for
Whiskey
the
Whiskey,
push back
United
again, which is
2170.
fine. We'll just watch out on the frequency. I don't see anyone getting cleared for a push. Even this British Airways is not getting cleared for a push, so that's fine. I think we are cleared still. Let's see if Beyond ATC can add a delay to our push.
Taxi for departure.
United 1972 Heavy. Runway 15 left taxi via apron. Romeo Bravo. Whiskey Bravo. Whiskey
I don't-
Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via apron. Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 1972 Heavy.
Houston ground requesting a 5-minute delay in push and start for Delta 764 Heavy. I don't even know if this is actual. Like, do you really have to ask for it? I don't know.
Polaris 5349.
I don't think
Contact
it
Houston
matters.
Tower 127.3.
Contact Tower 127.3,
Let's see.
Polaris 5349, Avia Wood 1.
Interrupt pushback? No. Just
Houston
lock
ground
it, bro.
Delta 764 Heavy. Acknowledged. Delay in push and start noted.
Oh, it actually detected. Acknowledged that delay in push and start noted. Interesting. That's pretty good. Jake says, have fun flying. Gonna go sleep. Good night. Yep. Good night, man. Thanks for joining in. Have a good rest of your weekend, man. Okay, let's see if it's asking for a direction already. Because I'm bored now. Come on. Continue pushback. And then... Bro. Continue pushback. Dude, what is wrong? What is wrong with this thing? Face west. Release parking brakes. Okay. Okay, now it's good. But technically, I think I should have called and told them that I'm pushing back, but
United
whatever.
2170. Contact Houston Tower 127.3.
Engine 2 starting up.
Contact Tower 127.3, United 2170.
By the way, if someone is watching, can you confirm if you guys are able to hear Beyond ATC audio? Because I did enable it, but I enabled it after starting the stream, so I don't know if you can hear BATC or not. Just leave a thumbs up or something if you hear it. because it won't be fun without the ATC. Kelvin Tran says hello. Hey man. Okay, I think 2 should be on. Let's get. It's actually not. Kelvin Tran says when beta update please. Thank you. Beta update is already out. There's one update that got released yesterday. So that update is already out. Okay, is there something wrong here? It seems like the EGT is just dropping. APU is on, APU bleed is on. Okay, setting parking brakes again. I'm not sure what is going on here because did this engine just not start? Oh, now it's going up again. Okay. Nice. I thought maybe something got messed up. Let's wait for getting all the lights on because we don't want to blind these guys. Okay, engine 2 available. Let's start engine 1. Kelvin Tran says it needs cooling first. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that there was this text here which said cooling and then it started. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Where did this page come from? Let's go to performance. Yeah, I guess engine 1 is on, so we can go flaps 1, right? Brakes are also armed. Trim should be set automatically to 29.1. 29.1 verified. And I guess we don't have anyone in the front, so we can enable our taxi light, wing lights, and actually let's just turn on the takeoff lights so that we have fully lit airplane. Logo lights on, seat belts on, no smoking on, no mobiles on. Okay. Engine 1 is good as well. Look at that. It is all lit. I really like how the default camera already has this bokeh effect. You see how the lights in the background are kind of blurred out somewhere here? It already has that effect. You don't have to enable it, or at least some of it. If you want extreme, you can enable that drone camera focus mode. Anyway, let's ask for taxi. Kelvin Tran says, I hope the new update not got issue exceed GPU. I have no clue about that issue. Houston ground Delta 764 heavy requesting taxi to active. I have no clue about that GPU issue.
764 heavy, runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Taxi to runway 15 left via November Bravo, November Echo, November Bravo, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey for Delta 764 heavy. Okay, so we need to go November Bravo, which is to the right of us, and keep continuing. And then November Echo, which is this one, and then Whiskey Whiskey. Okay. Guess that sounds good. We'll set auto brakes to RTO. Cabin should be ready. And then let's do a quick takeoff config check. It's not. Okay, so the only thing we need to do is turn off the APU now, and we should be good to depart. Parking brakes out.
United 787, request taxi.
And let's go.
United 787.
By the way,
runway 15 left taxi via
if you
apron,
guys haven't
Romeo
watched
Bravo, Whiskey
the
Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
latest stream by INIBUILDS, I would highly recommend watching that stream. It was really nice. They had a real A350 pilot who was giving his comments on the flight model and the questions that people have been having about the flight model. It was a fun watch. Take one of these exits here and then
United 101 Heavy, Houston ground, pushback approved. Face south.
by the way, I'm still at idle. This is November Alpha and the next one is November Bravo, so we need to keep going. Let's take a left and then keep going straight and then take a left again. Kelvin, can you tell me more about this new update not having the GPU issue? What's the GPU issue? Never had issue with GPU on this airplane.
United 2092, Houston ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. United 2092.
Let's slow down and admire it from the outside. It looks beautiful. Should I change the time to day? Or should I keep it at night? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. Change to day or keep night time. I started a poll in chat. I know we just have like 5 people. Mike says right time. Yep, you're right on time, and it's a short flight, so I'm hoping that you guys will not get bored looking at me just cruising, because we are going to use 2x or 4x and get there real quick. Maybe we'll even do a second leg if everything goes well, and if the sim doesn't crash, I would want to shut down and even do a second leg.
01 Heavy, taxi for departure.
Okay, so far 100% keep night time, so we're gonna keep night time. Oh, Mike said night time, not right time. Okay. My bad.
Runway 15 left taxi via apron. Romeo Bravo.
I thought you said right time.
Whiskey. United 101 Heavy.
United 787.
Okay, let's keep it night time.
Tower 127.3.
Let's see how bright the landing lights are. Oh, that looks better. By the way, this thing starts taxiing quite fast if you just leave it on idle. It's crazy how fast it starts going. Like, you really have to brake. Look at that, guys. That looks amazing. Hopefully I have all my views set up. Let me verify. So I have, this is the FMC view, and then this is the terminal charts view, this is the overhead view. Slow down a bit, And then this one is the wing view. Okay, I think that is set. This one is set. And then back wing view is set as well for some flaps juice. And then cockpit view for cruise. Nice. We have all the views sorted out. Mike says it's always the right time for night time. Yep. Mike says MSFS night flights are such a vibe. You know what? I used to actually hate flying at night, at least in 2020. But now with 2024, even with Sim Update 1, actually they have not changed anything for the night lights on Sim Update 2, I'm guessing. But yeah, with 2024 in general, night flights are a lot of fun. I'll say that. Definitely a lot of fun. Okay, 2977, so let's change that real quick. What's this taxiway here? Let's see. That's still November Romeo, and we are cleared for November Echo. So we need to wait for November Echo. Says Sim says good day airborne, and chat good day man. Where is everyone watching from? Can you guys comment where you're from and what time it is right now for you guys locally? I am from Indiana and it is, what is it right now? 11 p.m. Okay, there's November Echo. We're getting some stutters here, but nothing crazy. I'm hoping that we don't get a lot of stutters on landing. Where's Whiskey? Let's slow down a little bit and then see what's going on here. Okay, so Bravo is that one.
Air Shuttle 6147, Gate Alpha Tree Echo, request pushback.
Yep, that's November Bravo. Okay, let's keep going here.
Houston ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west.
Says Sim says Perth, West Australia, 11:10 a.m. Nice. I really want to do some flights in Australia. Maybe tomorrow when I stream, we are gonna fly a Qantas somewhere in Australia. Look at that. That's a United. What is it? Is it a 777? I can't tell. I cannot tell. Yeah, I think it is a 777. Okay, that's November Bravo. So we keep going, and that'll be it. I think that'll be the whiskey. I think that's where we are at here somewhere. Beyond ATC is seriously good. I really like it. That's whiskey, right? No. Oh no, did we mess up? I think we messed up. Yep, I think we messed up. We went here instead of going here. Oh man, okay. That's okay. I always make this mistake at Houston. Yep, I always make this mistake. I should have followed that guy actually. Anyway, let's make this a little bit more challenging for Beyond ATC.
Runway 15 left taxi via November Romeo, November Charlie, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via November Romeo, November Charlie, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey, Air Shuttle 6147.
Mike says I've made this mistake every time I fly out of IH. Yep. This is not the first time I've done this. Like I always miss this taxiway. Over to tower 127.3 for Delta 764 Heavy. I guess we are still fine, right? We can just go to tower, hold from the other side, and then just go for it. This is the first time I've made this mistake with ATC.
Start approved. Face south. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Air shuttle 6373.
Are we on tower yet? No. 127.3 for Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, I guess that's where we should hold. Let's not get any further.
Contact Houston Tower 127.3. Have a good
Okay, it
one.
didn't change the frequency for me. That's why I need to change it myself. 127.3.
Houston ground Delta 764 Heavy.
Why is it not changing frequency for me?
124.05.
So it's not going to change frequency for me now.
Heavy. Runway 15 left taxi via November Bravo. November Echo. Whiskey Whiskey.
What is this? Is this Whiskey Victor or Whiskey Whiskey? It is Whiskey Whiskey. So technically, I'm not wrong. I am holding at Whiskey Whiskey, just on the other side of it. Okay, how do we handle this now?
Request departure runway change.
Only by requesting departure runway change, maybe. Okay, at least tune me into tower. At least tune me into tower. I'm not able to tune into tower. Will I have to respawn? Ali is asking, hello Captain, how's the performance with the A350 INIBUILDS in SU2? It is decent. I wouldn't say it's the best because I'm getting like 35 to 40 FPS, and doubling that I'm getting like 80 to 90 FPS with lossless scaling. So in no way it is stuttery or anything, but I think Phoenix performs better than this right now. Yeah, I don't know how to handle this because I'm not able to. I'm not able to transition to tower. I might have to just log in again. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm gonna have to log in again. Or we might even have to fly without traffic, who knows, let's see. I'm just logging into Beyond ATC again on my second monitor. Yeah, these kind of things when it happens, Beyond ATC gets a little confused that, oh, now you're not where I expected you to be, so should I transfer you to tower, or like what? Maybe it's still waiting for me to like be on that exact position before it transfers me to tower. But then I was trying manually and it still wasn't working. Anyway, let's try again. Let's see. That's what it's all about. We're just testing SU2 beta and giving some data to Asobo, I guess. So okay, now let's tune into tower, I guess. It's still not tuning in. Oh, it is. Nice. Houston Tower Delta 764 Heavy, holding at Whiskey 15 left. Let's see what it does.
Delta 764 Heavy, Houston Tower.
Nice. We got it.
13, fly heading 350, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff, fly heading 350 for Delta 764 Heavy. Ali says the real question is whether it performs better than SU1. I don't think so. it is still a little bit worse than SU1. And I did a video just yesterday about the FPS comparison, and it was in INIBUILDS A350. Although it was the previous version of the sim update 2, I still think that still holds, like the performance hasn't changed. So yeah, it performs worse than SU1, a little bit worse than SU1, but I really wanted to fly in SU2 and see what the photogrammetry changes are, and like just experience sim update 2 a little more than what I have so far. So that's why we are flying SU2 right now. But yeah, to answer your question, performance is definitely not better right now on SU2. And remember, they're still collecting data. They're still collecting data on memory, so that kills performance a little bit. Mike says, gotta head out. Enjoyed the stream so far. Hope you have a smooth flight. Catch you next time. Catch you next time, man. Thanks a lot for joining in, and thanks for keeping the chat active. Okay, let's go flex. We did delay a little bit. Nobody was waiting behind us, so it's fine. V1 and rotate. Smooth. Gear up. Screen is so bright that I cannot even see my PFD correctly. Levers over to climb. Yeah, I seriously can't see where my green lines are. Sorry about that. Okay. Squawk 1512 for Delta 764 Heavy. Oh, you know what? I'll have to go to that side to do this. Squawk 1512. Enter. Okay. Over to 127.125, Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, they're going to vector us to our next point here. Let me turn to nav mode so that I have a better visibility of our next route. One 127.125 for Delta 764 Heavy. Squawking 1512 Delta 764 Heavy. I am squawking 1512. What's wrong? Okay. What now? Are they going to vector me or no? Randall Smith says the INIBUILDS A350 got me back doing cold and dark starts for the first time since MSFS 2009. Wow. Yeah, it definitely is a good airplane. I like flying this airplane. Yeah, you have to get used to it, and that's what we are doing right now, especially waiting for the landing. So he cleared me for departure. Houston departure, Delta 764 Heavy with you 4000. cleared direct tremor, resume BLTW Y7, and then climb maintain 15,000 for Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, let's do direct first. Flight plan, and then how do you do that direct here? Direct to insert direct to, there we go, and then 15,000 open climb. Nice. Randall Smith says correction 2004 FS 2004. Damn, you've been in flight sim for a while, huh? I started flight simming from FSX. I did fly a little bit on FS 98, but nothing crazy. I was just messing around at that time. But yeah, I did fly FS 98 a tad bit when I was in school, and then FSX was my main first flight sim. That was the one where I was like joining virtual airlines and stuff like that. But yeah, if you've been there since 2004, that's long back. I've heard that FS 2004 was one of the best. Like, there are some people, like there's this whole community that still flies. They still fly 2004. Imagine. Look at that, by the way. Looks amazing, man. They really changed the night lighting on 2024. Randall says I started with FS 98 too. Yeah, 98 was fun, but I think 2004 was one of the best, is what I've heard. That looks really good, but I don't know if the sounds are accurate. Like, is that how the sounds are supposed to be? Let's get in the cabin, by the way. Let's open this curtain here. Nice. Look at that lighting, guys. Look at that cabin. That is beautiful. Randall says I'm doing an overnight LAX OMDB right now. Damn. Is that Emirates, I believe? Are you flying the A350 as well? Man, the cabin looks amazing in this airplane. Especially the specific liveries that they've done. Let me open up this curtain. Cabin looks stunning. Like, look at that part. Like, all these baggage compartments and stuff is so detailed. The only thing I wish was more detailed is these window textures here, because that's where people spend most of their time, looking outside the window and taking videos from the window. I wish that was a little bit higher resolution than what it is right now. Randall says yes, A350, nice. I'm just hoping that our sim doesn't crash. That's all I'm hoping. Well, let's change these to auto. You don't need to be. And then let's also turn off the landing lights. Wing lights can stay on. I think that's it. Okay. So that this screen is cleared out. So what do you guys do when you do these overnight flight? Like LAX to MDB. Yesterday I was flying and flying a really long one from EG over to Houston Center 133.4 for Delta 764 Heavy. Yeah, that's what I said. Houston Center on 133.4, Delta 764 heavy. It probably doesn't get my Indian accent right. Have you guys tried... Oh, by the way, I never looked at the poll again, but looks like it was 50-50 on changing night time and day, but someone commented that keep it night, so I'm just gonna keep it night. Maybe on landing I'll do that poll again and see if people want to see a daytime landing or a nighttime landing. I'm down for either. I did a daytime landing already on SU1 today, so I'm down for either. It's very easy though to mess up a landing on this airplane. Okay, so we are at 15k. What was our cruising altitude here? I forgot. Or 30. So is he gonna clear me to 30? Houston Center, Delta 764 heavy with you 15,000.
Delta 764 Heavy, Houston Center, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300 for Delta 764 heavy. Nice.
Delta 764 Heavy, contact Houston Center 120.4.
120.4 Delta 764 heavy. Okay, let's increase the range here, and as soon as we reach our cruising altitude we are already going to be close to hitting our descent. I was surprised by how low of a climb rate this airplane has. Like, look at this thing, it's climbing at 1800 feet per minute. It behaves exactly like the A321. Look at those clouds. That's 2024. Yeah, the only thing I see myself going back to 2024 is PMDG 737. Once they come up with PMDG 737 for 2024, I'm gonna totally delete 2020, because even if SU1 has these issues, even if SU2 beta has some crash issues and whatnot, SU1 works just fine for me. That's a very short cruise we have, but that was the goal here, was to just do a short flight, and we're at 18,000, so let's switch to standard. All the 18,000 checks, I think we already did everything, so nothing to do here. But yeah, what I was saying is once they get PMDG for 2024, I'm not going back on 2020, because overall just the lighting and everything is just better on 2024, so there's no reason to go back really. Let's do a poll and see what people are flying. Is it 2020 or 2024? 20. Or you know what? To spice it up, we'll add X-plane. XP12. I haven't done a single stream with XP12. I did buy XP12, I think about a month back, when I was really frustrated with 2024, but then I didn't feel like going back to 2020. That's when I bought X-Plane. By the way, I just got an upgrade on my internet, and now my upload speeds are like 40 Mbps. So I'm able to stream at a bitrate of 30,000 kbps, which is like 30 Mbps. I think most streamers don't realize. Like I watch a lot of flight sim streamers, and they stream at like 1080p, and I don't think resolution is a problem. You can stream at 1080p and it'll still look good, but I think the main problem that people don't realize is their bitrate. If your bitrate at 1080p is like 10 Mbps or less, even though it says that the recommended bitrate, according to the recommended bitrate, it's fine, right? If you just leave it at 10 Mbps for 1080p, but try pushing it to like 20 Mbps or so, regardless of what resolution you're running. Anything more than 20 looks really good. It looks like you've recorded a video and it wasn't a live stream. I think most people miss that. I've commented on multiple videos that, hey, can you push your bitrate up a bit? And I'm sure most of them have internet that can do 20 plus Mbps, but they just choose to be at 10 to 15, and that just, like, when you're moving your camera, it causes a lot of those, how do I say it, a lot of those blurries and square tiles on the screen. It just looks terrible, and especially looks terrible for people who are on 2K monitors. But I'm hoping that that problem is not there on my stream. It'll be funny if someone says that, yeah, you have the same problem even though you're at 30. But no, I'm pretty like, I watched my streams back again. I don't like hearing myself back, but I've watched my streams just to see whether I have that blurries and all, but I don't see it. But yeah, that's a little tip. Bitrate is the key. You can stream at lower resolution, but don't stream at lower bitrate, so that ruins it. Another thing, I guess, while we are cruising, I can go over is my lossless scaling settings. Let me pull that up here. So this is what I'm running. LSFG 3.0, obviously fixed, 2 times multiplier. Flow scale is set to 75%. What this does is it reduces the resolution of, well, it reduces the input resolution of the frames that are being faked, and then it upscales and shows you that frame. So it kind of improves the performance a tad bit. And then for capture API, I'm using WGC. This is just a trial. I don't know which one performs better, but WGC performs, I've heard that it performs well for Windows 11 systems, and I have Windows 11, so I was just trying out WGC. But I guess we can do a real quick test right now. And then apart from that, scaling is off, sync mode is VSync so that my frames don't go beyond 144. Max frame latency is set to 1. Draw FPS, that's just to see what kind of performance I'm getting. And then G-Sync support is on because my monitor is a FreeSync compatible monitor. And then preferred GPU, I'm forcing it to my main GPU, which is 4080. By the way, other specs are in the description. And then output display is my main monitor, which is 2K monitor. And then multi-display mode is on because I need to keep this on my second monitor. So that's my lossless scaling settings, and I'm a little bit afraid to go in the settings menu because the last time I did that the sim crashed. So you can watch my settings on the other videos that I have. Let's see what people are saying here on the poll. 67%. How many votes do we have? 67% are flying 2024, 33% flying 2020, and 0% on Explain 12. Man, that's interesting. So I knew that I don't have a lot of people who fly Explain 12 on my channel, but that's good to know. So there are some people who are still on 2020. I'm assuming that's solely for better stability on Phoenix and to get some Boeing action. Oh, did I forget to announce my my position here? I think I did. Houston Center, Delta 764 Heavy, flight level 300 now.
Delta 764 Heavy, flight level 300 is already your assigned cruise level.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to let you know. Okay, we'll see what funny business BATC does when it vectors us on finals here. But yeah, it's going to have to vector us on the final. So it's going to be a fun arrival. And I'm gonna end this poll because I think everyone who's watching has voted. And I'll keep the new poll open for the day or night time here. Change today. We'll wait until we get vectored and do whatever is the highest voted thing here. So in terms of prep, I guess we are how far are we from TD? 28 miles from TD. So in terms of prep, I think we should get the weather in. Already says check destination data. So what I'm gonna do is you know what, this time I'll get weather from somewhere else. I'm just gonna get it from the Meta website because it's easier and I can do it on the side here. Let's see. Okay, 180 at 8 knots, thunderstorms. Okay, 29 at 68. Wait, is this correct? It says TS few 050 cumulus clouds.
Air Shuttle 6116, leaving 9,000 for 2,000 feet direct shuttles. Air Shuttle 6116, Houston Center. Climb maintain flight level 240.
Okay, we're gonna ask for descent after this one.
Maintain flight level 240. 6116.
Fly with TY is asking how's the SU2 beta. I installed but reverted back due to crashes. With the new update that just came out yesterday, it hasn't crashed on me yet. So I would say try it out again if you haven't tried it out in yesterday and today. It's performing okay. Like frame wise, it's not as good as SU1, but I just wanted to be on the latest update. So it's performing just a tad bit lower. You can watch my video on that FPS comparison that I did. It's not too bad. Okay, let me get the weather data fed in here. Actually, you know what? First, let me request for descent because we are close. So yeah, fly with TY. You might want to try the beta again. It's not bad, especially if you are a VR flyer. I think there's some goodies for VR guys, foveated rendering and stuff. I'm yet to try VR, so I won't lie and tell you that yeah, it's really good. But I've heard people say that it's really good. Houston Center Delta 764 Heavy requesting descent. Delta 764 Heavy at flight level 300 requesting descent. What the heck? Why wouldn't it descend? Houston Center Delta 764 Heavy requesting descent. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to descend whether you tell me or not.
Delta 764 Heavy, you do not have descent instructions at this time.
Well, when will I have it? Houston Center, I want to descend Delta 764 Heavy. Let's see what it does.
Delta 764 Heavy, you do not have descent instructions at this
Oh
time.
god. Okay. Well, when will I have it then? Because I'm already at my TOD. Fly with TY is asking, did they fix the washed out mountains? I don't know. Was there an issue with mountains being washed out? You mean like in terms of terrain vector data? Yeah, I don't know what this woman is doing, but I think we need to descend. Also, let's fill up the approach thing here. 2968, we'll start from here. Winds are 180, enter 8 knots. Outside air temperature is 24, kind of warm. QNH is 2968. Barrow, radio is gonna be 200. Enter. Okay. Oh, okay.
Delta 764 Heavy, ready to copy IF for clearance to Dallas-Fort Worth.
Maybe it didn't get an IFR clearance for me, and that's why it doesn't even know what I'm trying to do.
64 Heavy, Houston Center, clear to Dallas-Fort Worth. Beltway 7 departure, cry transition, finish filed.
Yeah, this is messed up.
Departure whiskey, squawk 1512.
This is messed up.
Cleared to Dallas-Fort Worth.
We might have to just tune into tower and declare that, oh, we are just landing.
Departure with you. Squawk 1512.
I don't know.
Delta 764 Heavy.
Delta 764 Heavy, read that correct.
Don't tell me to call when taxi. Call when you want to taxi. Okay, let's see if we can do something here. Houston Center, Delta 764 Heavy, descending through flight level 250. And now it knows my route, so hopefully.
764 Heavy, you do not have descent
Oh
instructions.
gosh, okay. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just call tower and say that we're landing. Does anyone know how to fix this situation here with Beyond ATC? So I think when I logged in, it is still thinking that I am at Houston. I don't know. Let's see. Do a radio check. Fly with TY says, yeah, instead of mountains looking more high quality, they are washed out. For me, no matter if my terrain is. I have never had that problem. So I flew around Seattle, which is decent. I think there's decent amount of mountains around there, and I didn't have that problem with SU2 beta, at least the one that I downloaded yesterday. So you might want to check this latest one, I think. Houston Center Delta 764 Heavy with you, flight level 210. Come on, girl. Make me descend. Yeah, I want to descend though. Houston Center Delta 764 Heavy. I want to descend. Please. Yeah. Okay. 67% change today. We're gonna change today. Because I would feel a lot more comfortable with this mess up that we're going through right now to fly in the daytime. I think daytime will look better anyway, so let's do that. And our QNH is 2968. Okay. Fly with TY says, and that is without SU2 beta. Also, I'm on 1080p, so that could be an issue, but I do not think it is. Oh, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about. So they did fix what you're talking about in SU2 beta. I think you're talking about blurry textures. Physical FN says, can you make it rain? It is raining. In Dallas, it is raining. So as we go down, you will see rain coming in. Because the meta report shows that it is raining. Alright, so 2968, and then I think we should just switch frequencies here, because approach and 18 right is what we're taking. Fly with TY says, yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah, if that is the case, they have fixed that. You know what, let's look at that real quick here. Houston Center, can you transfer us over to Dallas approach, please? Delta 764 Heavy. Nice, okay. 118.425 for Delta 764 Heavy. Let's see if it auto tunes us. Is it gonna?
Delta 764 Heavy, contact approach on 118.425.
It's not auto tuning us. 118.425. Yeah. Okay, nice. We are transferred over. Lone Star approach Delta 764 Heavy with you, 15,500 feet. Nice. Now I think it should work.
Delta 764 Heavy, Lone Star departure, clear direct tack, resume the Beltway 7. Descend, maintain 15,000 feet.
Clear direct tack, resume the BLT WY7 and descend, maintain 15,000 feet for Delta 764 Heavy. Wait, why? What the heck? I think it's still messed up, right?
64 Heavy, contact forward center 132.85.
Oh, maybe not. 132.85 for Delta 764 Heavy. Fort Worth Center, Delta 764 Heavy with you 15,000 feet. I really want to follow the instructions, but come on.
764 Heavy, Fort Worth Center, good day.
Good day. Make me descend. Fort Worth Center, Delta 764 Heavy ready to descend.
Delta 764 Heavy, descend via Berry Tree arrival. Dallas Fort Worth Airport landing runway 18 right. Altimeter 2968.
Descend via Berry 3 arrival, Dallas Fort Worth Airport landing runway 18 right, and altimeter is 2968 for Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, let's go full speed brakes because this guy messed us up.
Delta
Anyway.
764 Heavy, contact Lone Star approach 118.425.
Yup, that's where I came from. 118.425 for Delta 764 Heavy. Okay, let's see. Approach Delta 764 Heavy with you 13,000. Okay, we're back on track, so I think we're good.
Delta 764 Heavy, you're already on approach. Unable.
What the? What? What do you mean? Physical FN says, do you prefer VATSIM or Beyond ATC? It's a very tough one. Very tough one. I think Beyond ATC is really good. I really want to like it, but I don't know. It's a little buggy right now. I would say, okay, I would say that if I have full ATC coverage, I would prefer VATSIM over Beyond ATC. But if I don't have ATC coverage, then, or if I have like sparse ATC coverage, then I would prefer Beyond ATC. I don't know. It's still hard to pick. Like if I had just approach controllers online on VATSIM, I would still pick VATSIM. Okay, I think I have an answer. So, if there was no traffic on VATSIM, then I would pick Beyond ATC. But if there was enough traffic on VATSIM and approach controllers or at least center control is online on VATSIM, then I would pick VATSIM. Hope that answers it. Okay, so I'm hoping that this guy vectors me correctly now. I just reported my wait, did it? 118.425. Okay. Yeah, okay. Lone Star approach Delta 764 Heavy with you 12,000 feet.
Delta 764 Heavy, Lone Star approach, altimeter 2968, expect the visual approach runway 18 right.
Visual? No way. Can we get ILS 18 right? Let's see if it gets it. Let's see if it transfers us and vectors us to. I mean, it doesn't make a difference because we can still do ILS. But Physical FN says, can you do a flight using VATSIM one day? Yeah, we can do VATSIM tomorrow. There goes the stutter fest. Stuttering quite a bit right now. And now it's back. Lone Star approach, can we get vectors to ILS 18 right for Delta 764 Heavy? Okay, 10,000.
764 Heavy, you're already on approach.
What the heck? What do you mean? Anyway, landing lights on. Seatbelt signs and everything is already on. You get the speed brakes to armed position already. Let's see if I can
764 Heavy, request approach change.
do a request approach change here. It's gonna say it's
Delta 764
already on
Heavy,
approach.
already on approach.
Yeah, never mind. Oh man. Yeah, there's still bugs with Beyond ATC. I wouldn't call it bugs. It's just it's in early access, right? From what I know. So obviously, there's Fort Worth Airport, by the way, passing right over it. And there's one guy right in front of me here. So this is the fun part of Beyond ATC, is you get to have traffic. Feel as if the sim is alive. So far I've enjoyed Beyond ATC, but the conditions where it breaks is when you make a mistake. If you make a mistake and then because this thing, I think it's expecting you to be in a certain position at a certain time, but then if you're not, then it just gets confused. Physical FN says, are those real players or AI? That's just AI. What you're seeing right now is just imported AI through the LLM model, and I don't know any technicalities of it, but through the LLM model using Beyond ATC. Oh, so I think Fly with TY was asking about photogrammetry, right? And the imagery. I guess it's still not extremely sharp. They did say that they made changes to it and it should have been fixed now, but I don't know. It's a little bit blurry still. That's how it looks right now. But again, like, this is just a random comment. Actually, I shouldn't make that comment because I haven't done a one-to-one comparison against 2020, so I don't know. Maybe it's just as good at 2020 now. I don't know. Anyway, when is this guy going to vector me? When should we expect the next instructions for Delta 764 Heavy? Let's see what it says. Oh, nice. Okay. Leave Headman heading 330 and expect radar vectors for visual 18 right for Delta 764 Heavy. Ali is asking what is your TLOD. My TLOD right now is set to 200. Turn left heading 230. Intercept 18 right localizer. Descend maintain 3600. 2968 for Delta 764 Heavy. 3000.
Delta 764 Heavy, you need to make a taxi request and check the frequency for your next instructions.
Wait, what? What just happened? I think I know what happened. That's why. Yeah, let's keep turning to 230 like he said, and intercept the localizer. Yeah, sorry. Ali was asking what's TLOD. TLOD is set to 200 right now, and that's how it looks with TLOD set to 200. Did you see that ground? I feel like it's still blurrier than it was in 2020, but I could be wrong. I don't know. In 2020, everything is super sharp. slowing down. Were we... Speed brakes are on. Were we... What's the speed that we are supposed to be at here? Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do a wind check real quick.
Delta 760 for heavy. Wind check. Wind 175 at 8.
See what speeds we need to be at here. So 187 at leg race. So we don't need to slow down that fast, but we have localizer armed, so waiting for that to get captured. There it is. Localizer is captured. And win is 175 at 8. So let's change that real quick. Performance, approach. Instead of 180, it's 175. Should make a whole lot of difference. But okay. And let's clean up our flight plan a bit here. Leg ray was our direct to, and then we'll enable localizer again. Just to get back on it. And then I think I can also enable glide slope. I just like the whole flight plan cleaned up so that we are, you know, on track. And okay, 180 and then flaps 2 after that. At NEATY we need to be at 130, 186 at leg ray. That's a huge difference between this point and this point. What? Look at how many airplanes we have around us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of them. And let's go to DFW and keep our taxi route charts open. That's IAH. Field in sight for Delta 764 Heavy. You can see the field here. It's still IAH. Cleared visual runway 18 right for Delta 764 Heavy. DFW airport, and give me the taxi routes. Okay, there we go. So 18 right, that's where we are landing, so we'll be taking a left. Is it? Yeah, we'll be taking a left. And I forgot to do my brake to vacate shit. We'll do that real quick. Hopefully we can finish that off. Let's zoom in. Where is 18 right? That's 26 08 33. Oh, that's unfortunately that's Houston. So we're not gonna be able to do brake to vacate, I guess. Let's try. I always forget. I should have set that up like way ahead in the advance. But anyway. Yeah, it's not letting me go to Houston. Let me see if I can get landing. Yeah, you know what? I think we are too close to mess with this.
Delta 764 Heavy, contact DEFFW Tower
124.15 for Delta 764 Heavy. Yeah, I think we are too close to mess with that. So let's just fly the plane. We're gonna do I think we should be able to stop. Let's just fly the airplane. Should have done it earlier.
2,500.
2500 flaps 2. Feet, gear down. See how good it looks here. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's listen to the flaps. 7. There we go. Feel like we can go flaps full. Okay, flaps full. Cabin is alerted. Landing lights are on. I think everything is good. And I think at this point I should ideally just be a man and fly this manual. So that's what we're gonna do. And I don't know why this always happens, because technically that should not happen.
1,000.
I was using the right button to disable autopilot. But anyway, that's fine. Alright, let's fly this airplane manually. And it's quite windy. Damn, it's really windy. It's just changing winds. I'm trying to ride the wave here, and I'll talk less now. Small inputs, like the real pilot said.
500.
Let's keep going down. Oh,
400.
suddenly now there's no winds. It's weird.
300.
Okay, keep it up, keep it up.
200.
Let's keep it stable now.
100.
We have a long runway, so no need to.
90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Smooth, but quite floaty. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because we never went to tower and took a landing clearance. That's why. We stayed on approach and forgot to take the landing clearance. No stream can go without some mess up happening from my end. Anyway, are we turning left or are we turning right? I think we're turning right. Yeah, we're turning left. Let's take the full runway. Now that we have messed up, who cares, right? Let's just take the full runway. We'll stay off the tower frequency so that we don't get all fired up by the controller. But did you guys see any stutters happening? I was so much into just controlling the airplane that I couldn't really see whether there were any stutters or not. I didn't see any stutters happen, so I think it was fine. I just need to get more practice of landing this airplane. Like it was a massive floater. Although I landed fine, it was a massive floater. I should have recorded the landing so that we can check it out from the outside, but I completely forgot to even record it. Physical FN says no stutters. Yeah, nice. Okay. Took the full runway. There were people trying to land behind me, but who cares? But yeah, so in terms of performance, we are getting roughly, like you see on the top left here, 80 FPS, something like that. 75 to 80 total, and that's with lossless. So you know what, I'm gonna just directly transition to I'll just transition to ground. DFW ground, request taxi to assign gate.
American 1797, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 1797.
Delta 760 for heavy. Gate Delta 16 taxi via Whiskey Romeo. Golf Bravo. Golf 11. Whiskey Mike. Golf 10. Whiskey Lima.
Oh my god. Huh, that was long. Gate Delta 16 taxi via Whiskey Romeo, Golf Bravo, Golf 11, Whiskey Mike, Golf 10, Whiskey Lima for Delta 764 heavy. God damn, dude. That's a long taxi. And that's my mistake though. Anyway, let's see where we need to even go. So Whiskey Romeo is this one, and then Golf, so we keep following this Golf here, and then Golf 11, and then Whiskey Mike, okay, and then Golf 10, which is this one, and then Whiskey Lima, and then that's our Delta gates here. Okay, that's straightforward. So once we reach those Delta gates, we will
Spirit Wings 1113.
look for the actual gate there.
Continue taxi via
And you know what, actually we're gonna try using, we're going all out here, we're gonna try using the Delta, and then Delta 16, and then request follow me. Yes, Delta. I'm gonna request a follow me car, and then let's see how it behaves. Wait, while we're waiting for the car, let's just admire the atmosphere. Look at those cranes there. You see those cranes? That looks beautiful. Wow. Now we see stutters happening. Where's the follow me car? Is it that one? Is it that car right there? I think that's it. There's our car, guys. That's gonna take us to the taxiway, to the gate. I think this is the second time I'm using the follow me feature. I really like this feature, by the way, from GSX. You just tell it which Oh, I thought it was almost ready to run into me. Okay, let's follow.
American 1797. Contact DEFFW Tower 124.
Yeah, sorry about the whole mess up with physical FN says, what settings do you prefer on lossless scaling? Because my current settings, when I move the camera, it stutters so badly. Yeah. I don't have a video, but I can show you right now. Like once we reach the gate, I'll show you what my lossless scaling settings are, and I'll also show you what my sim settings are right now. So just wait until we reach the gate and I'll show all the settings right here. Now the question is, does this follow me car know exactly what taxiway was assigned to me or no? I don't know. Maybe it does. I think it does. Which one is this? Whiskey Romeo, right? I thought I was supposed to go Whiskey Mike. Okay, it's taking me there. That is pretty cool. So it knows what taxiway was assigned to me through Beyond ATC. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the only way for A350s to go to that gate. Physical FN says out. I doubt. No. Sorry, what do you mean? I didn't get it. To your previous one, I responded that I'm gonna show my settings once we are at the gate. Hoo-hoo, look at that. Look at that. Let's go out. Nice. Had to brake for that. Oh, okay, yeah. It probably, so it knows it knows where my gate is, but it probably doesn't know what taxiway I've been told to follow. Sorry, I'm being so slow and going to the gate. Just give me like 1 minute. DFW ground, how are you doing today?
Delta 760 for heavy, okay. Now clear the comms.
DFW ground, what if I don't clear the comms?
DEFFW ground, Delta 760 for heavy. Silence is golden, but communication is key. Please keep the chatter flowing for smooth operations.
DFW ground, what did you have for dinner today? Delta 764 heavy. Not Ravi says, hey man.
DEFFW ground, Delta 760 for heavy. Go ahead.
I was asking, what did you have for dinner today? Delta 764 heavy.
DEFFW ground, Delta 760 for heavy. I had a delightful serving of air traffic control. Quite filling, really. What about you? Qatari 2 Charlie Heavy,
Not Ravi says, is SU2 playable now? Would you recommend it for long hauls and stuff? I would recommend it as long as you're not flying the Phoenix. If you're flying the A350 or any default airplane like A330, then you're good. Try it out. I haven't gotten a crash with these two airplanes so far. But yeah, don't fly the Phoenix yet. It's not ready. Hey, DFW ground. So I was saying, I actually had Taco Bell today. What do you think about that?
ESFW ground Delta 760 for heavy. Taco Bell is a bold choice. Just remember, the altitude might affect your digestion.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Hey, what do you think about Taco Bell? Is it a good place to have some nice food?
The ESFW ground Delta 760 for heavy. Taco Bell is a fast food adventure. Just be prepared for a wild ride afterward.
just oh my god. Just be prepared for a wild ride afterward. I have to report this to the Beyond ATC developer. That's some real good shit. Okay, where am I going exactly? Where is my... Oh, that's D16, right? Let me just go outside and check. D16. 16A. 16. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Dang it. Okay, I see the guy there. My bad. Yeah, Beyond ATC is something else. Okay, what do you think about Pizza Hut then? Is it better than Taco Bell? Am I gonna have a wild ride even at Pizza Hut?
The ESFW ground Delta 760 for heavy. Pizza Hut offers a different kind of thrill, less spice, more cheese. Wild rides may vary. Enjoy your choice.
What am I even doing? Totally off. But whatever, I guess. I'm gonna run into this guy. Bro, are you gonna stop me or no? Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Anyway, on to settings and whatnot. Not Ravi says, got it. I do fly the Phoenix a lot, so might have to wait it out. Yeah, I would say just wait it out for Phoenix. You know what? I'm just shutting down. Don't even care. Anyway, so next thing was to show my lossless scaling settings and this thing, sim settings. Let me do that real quick here, and then get out of your guys' day or night. So lossless scaling, LSFG3 fixed, 2 WGC. I have been trying either of those out, really didn't make a difference. Scaling off, auto, aspect ratio, whatever, and then sync mode is VSync, just to make sure that my frames don't exceed 144, because if it exceeds 144 total, then I get screen tearing. So that's just for that. And then max frame latency is set to 1. G-Sync support is on because my monitor is FreeSync capable. Draw FPS just to know what kind of performance I'm getting, and then multi-display is on because I have 2 displays. One, the 2K monitor, and second one is the 1080p monitor for chat and all of that. Maps, chat, everything. Sim brief. and then I'm forcing the GPU to 4080, and the output display is that 2K display. The next thing, I can go over my settings real quick. By the way, this looks amazing now. Looks really good. And look, GSX automatically started deboarding as well. And we got to watch another takeoff. Let's zoom in this time. That's a Qatari 777. Beautiful. Let's see. Very jittery. Like, why is all the traffic so jittery? Weird. Look at that though. Very jittery traffic. Just bounces around. But yeah, SU2 seems to be stable enough. Like, we were able to complete this whole flight with GSX and beyond ATC and everything, and then no crashes or nothing, there were no stutters on landing, so I think it's pretty good. Not Ravi says the multi-frame gen is amazing with 5070 Ti, 300 plus FPS with your graphics settings. Damn. I have been waiting to get a 5090, but I'm just not able to find. Not Ravi. Are you from India? Do you guys have stock there in India for all the 50 series cards? Sorry if I'm assuming that you're from India. I just saw the name and I thought you might be from India. Because I'm from India as well, but I live in Indiana right now, US. Anyway, so settings. 2K DLSS quality, frame gen none because I'm doing frame gen through lossless. And then low latency mode. TLOD is 200. Off screen terrain pre-caching is set to ultra. Displacement mapping is off because I showed this one. It's a frame hogger. It'll kill at least like 5 to 10 frames. Buildings and trees high, plants, rocks and grass medium. Object level of detail 200. Volumetric clouds, don't use anything less than ultra unless you are in VR. Not Ravi says yes, I am from India, and yes, we do have stock here, but it's overpriced. Oh man. Yeah, same here. So it is overpriced, and like if it was overpriced by a couple of $100, maybe $100, it was fine, but here it's overpriced by like $2,000. 5090 is selling for $4,100. Like what? Nobody's buying that. Well, someone is, that's why it's selling at that point, but at least I don't think any gamers are buying that thing. Texture res is high because of the VRAM limitations that I have. If I was running a 5090, I would have made this ultra, honestly. And isotropic filtering 16x, water waves medium because there's no point of running it high. Not Ravi says you paid $1,500 for 5070 Ti. I don't know the MSRP for 5070 Ti. Man, honestly, whenever I stream, the amount of people I see from India on my streams, it's crazy. That's why I created this poll where I was like, should I do a Hindi flight sim channel? Because I don't see a lot of Hindi flight sim channels that have made it big. But then I don't know if flight sim content sells in Hindi or not. Ray trace shadows are on because I'll show you what happens when you turn it off. Looks terrible. Look at that. Look at those blurry shadows down here. You see that? Like they become very jaggy. Maybe you're not able to see it right now, but they become really jagged. So yeah, I keep that on. Does it kill a lot of frames for me? So it's a good trade-off. Shadow maps and terrain shadows are set to 768 and 128. I showed this in my settings video. it saves quite a bit of performance. If you have a weak system, I would say just turn this to 768 one. Even with a 4080 I am running this. It doesn't look any different. Physical FN says, do they kill FPS? Shadows? Not that much. Let's see how much we are getting, and let's see how much we get without that RTX shadows. So we are getting right now, we are getting somewhere around 36 FPS, 39, and then inside we are getting like 36 again. Yeah, 36 something. And then if we turn those off, if I turn that off, the shadows already look terrible, but then my frames are very similar, maybe like couple of FPS higher. Went up from like 36, 37 to like 39, 40. Couple of FPS, but nothing crazy. So I feel like it's a good trade-off to have this on. It looks way better without killing a whole lot of frames. These two will kill frames if you keep them both to 2048. So definitely reduce that. And then contact shadows are set to high, ultra, 384, ultra, all of that. I think my sim just crashed. Well, there we go. So not Ravi, I think you were asking whether the sim update 2 is stable. Yes, it is stable as long as you don't open settings again and again. As long as you don't click on a lot of stuff in the menu, it is stable. But if you do what I just did, it crashes. And that was one of the reasons why I wasn't opening the settings menu when I was flying, like mid-flight, because I knew that this might happen. So yeah, not very stable so far. Anyway, Not Ravi says, I am from South India, so Hindi isn't my cup of tea. Okay. Yeah, I've grown up with a lot of people from South India. Like all my classmates were mostly South Indian. Even when I was doing my bachelor's, it was in South India. I've done my bachelor's from Manipal. So yeah, sim has crashed. So now it's all about just answering the question. So do you, Physical FN says, do you have NVIDIA control panel? Let me at least open up something. Maybe I can keep a video on or something. I don't know. Maybe this one. Because I did record a landing today, A321 landing. So I'll just keep this video on so that there's something to watch while I talk. Because listening to me talk is boring just by itself. Physical FN says, do you have NVIDIA control panel settings for MSFS 24 or no? No, I do not use NVIDIA control panel. I just use the NVIDIA app, which I can show you my settings for that one. It's nothing crazy really. So if you go down on NVIDIA app, what I'm doing is forcing the 4080 GPU. I'm going latest on frame generation and super resolution. And then latency mode is off because it's enabled inside the sim. Max frame rate is locked to 144 so that I never get more than 144 FPS. G-Sync compatible because my monitor is FreeSync compatible, and then power management mode is set to prefer maximum performance. Texture filtering allow, and then vertical sync, that VSync is controlled by 3D app, so I do that through lossless. So that's my NVIDIA app settings. I have not messed with control panel at all after this thing released, after the NVIDIA app release. So if you see my control panel settings for Microsoft Flight Simulator, they are pretty much all default, and whatever has changed here, I think that's being overridden from the NVIDIA app. But yeah, you won't see anything very different here from what you saw in NVIDIA app. So yeah, no more control panel for me. But I think one thing I'll tell you is when you shift to the sim update beta 2, make sure that you use this DLSS swapper and make sure that you have the latest DLSS, DLSS frame gen, and DLSS ray construction files. Just swap it once when you shift to sim update beta 2, because so far whenever I have shifted to sim update beta 2, it has always led to those files resetting to some old version. So yeah, definitely make sure that you do that so that you get the best DLSS and frame gen performance. By the way, this looks really cool now. This is also sim update. This is sim update 1, by the way. I was flying the A321 in sim update 1. Okay, I guess if there are no questions, I am going to just leave this landing on, and then once this landing gets done, I will end the stream. But if someone asks me a question while we do that, then I'll talk. Physical FN says, how do you switch 24 to sim update 2? Well, if you have Steam, you can just go to library, Steam library here, and then right click on it, properties, and then go to betas, and then switch to sim update beta here. That's how you do it. This was a decent landing. I wouldn't say it was perfect, because this is the first time I was flying A321 after a while. I think it's been a month since I've flown A321, so it felt a little more sluggish compared to the 320 that I'm used to. Well, that's my life, basically, just switching from airplane to airplane and then saying that, oh, I haven't flown this in a while, so I'm gonna mess up the landing. That's basically my life. The only perfect landings that I have ever are in PMDG 737 or any Boeings. 777 is pretty good. I get really good landings in 777 too. Ooh, I got some dropped frames. 4,974 dropped frames, which I guess is only 1% of the total frames I'm streaming, so not too bad. But maybe that means I cannot run 30 Mbps bitrate. Maybe I need to reduce it to 25 Mbps. Something for next time. Okay, I'll wait for this landing to end and then end the stream. So thank you all, whoever was watching. From the names that I can remember, Physical FN, Ali, Not Ravi, Fly with TY, there was Mike. A lot of people kept the stream engaging today, so thanks to all of them. Kelvin Tran, Jake, Sessim, Mike Caduce, everyone. Thanks for all the questions, all the interactions. It really makes the stream fun instead of just me talking and basically saying what I'm doing. You see how overexposed MSFS 2024 is? I don't like that part. You see how overexposed the airport is? Like, it's all white. Yeah, here I got a little high and then I got a little scared and then I floated a little bit. Yeah, that was like roughly, I would say, minus 300. From the V speed indicator, I felt like that was like minus 300 or minus 350 FPM. Because I felt like I was almost on the runway, but I didn't check my radio altimeter. I did get some stutters here and there on this landing on SU1. But no stutters on SU2 today in our stream, so that's surprising. You'd see a crash though. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video or on the next stream. I might stream tomorrow. We'll probably fly the same A350 again. I'm almost on the verge of buying FSI panels so that I can stream only landings. We might just stream only landings tomorrow and just practice the shit out of landing the A350. Let's see. But yeah, thanks a lot, and see you guys on the next one.